Shalom, Hakim. First of all, I must give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Kalkadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and who is worthy to be counted for double honors. And peace and salutations, your brothers out there pushing the truth wholeheartedly and sincerely and for love of the gospel. Real quick, I ain't gonna make this too long, man. I'm just get straight to the point. I was watching a few of these videos about what is it? World War III. Will it actually happen? A few other videos are basically about what's going on in the Middle East, as you see. But the last couple videos I was watching, basically people giving their insight on, is World War III a thing? Will it happen? Will we see it in our lifetimes? Some people saying that it's inevitable. Some people think it's going to happen real soon. Others are leaning more into like, well, it's not if it might, it's a very, very strong possibility that it might, but it's not a guarantee. Like, they still think we got like a good 50 to 100 years before any type of war ensues, But all these conflicts that you hear that's in the Middle East, where you got India supporting Israel, you got damn near everybody against fucking Israel, and Russia, China, Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, they're all really supportive of of Palestine, So really, to be honest, all this is just boiling it down to, is that third war's war. All right, it's not a question on if it's gonna happen. It's a question on when it's gonna happen. All right, because the scriptures, the Bible already prophesies World War III. All right, matter of fact, I was just reading it. This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. It says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. See, now woe, that word woe goes into death and destruction, man. All right, and what does war bring? War brings death and destruction. All right. So if the second woe, which was World War II, is already passed, you still have veterans that participated in World War II still here. All right. So, so it says, in that third woe cometh quickly. You might still have people who actually fought in World War II still be in their body, still be here when World War III presumes, man. So just imagine you fought in World War II, and now you 88, 85, 90 years old, and now you seeing another world war break out right in front of you. That's what it means. It cometh quickly, and two world wars, and one life, and what's it called, in one life cycle. Where you can actually the babies was being born, and men who actually went out to go fight in those wars, and then when they got older, way much older, now they see another war. Now they see another world war pursuing. So that's why I say it's not a question of if it's gonna happen. It's more of a question of when. Because the scripture says what? Hold on, let me get this right quick. Because this war isn't just gonna be any type of war, man. All right, this is gonna be This is gonna be the Lord's war. All right, this is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8. It says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I will rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation." See, and where he's going to do that at, man? He's going to do that in the valley of Jehoshaphat. Where is the valley of Jehoshaphat going to take place? In the Middle East. All right. So the Lord is going to draw all nations, all kingdoms to that Middle East to fight. All right. And that's where he's going to go and devour the prey. That's where he's going to come back in the earth. When you see all the nations go to the Middle East and fight one against another, then guess what? That's when the Lord is going to break them skies, and that's when he's going to come back. All right. As we read, it says what? That's the Lord's determination. That's what he wants. All right. So these nations aren't going to war of their own volition. They're going to war because the Lord said it, because the Lord prophesied it, because he's stirring up their hearts. All right. The Lord's putting that spirit out there of war in the earth. So what? So it can get the people roused up, you know, so the people can get roused up and they can go and fight. It says to pour upon them all my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. And that's another thing too, man. The Lord wants to shoot the missiles, man. He wants to shoot the missiles mainly on America. He mainly wants to shoot the missiles mainly on America, man, to completely eradicate it off the face of the earth, man. All right. This is Revelation chapter 16 and verse 16. It says, and he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. All right, which if you look up that word Armageddon, it goes into the Hebrew word Armageddon. All right, which means what? Mountain of troops. All right. Yeah, the hill or a city of Megiddo. All right. Yeah, man. So it goes into what? The mountain of troops, man. Because that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be tons and tons of soldiers fighting one against another. All right. It's gonna be tons and tons of men, tons and tons of armies fighting one against another. And then you're gonna have what? The ultimate army, the host, the Lord of hosts, coming to crack the clouds so he can get his get back, so he can get his fun, you know? This is Joel chapter 3. This is Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles. Prepare for war. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks unto spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. See, and why does the weak say they're strong? Because guess what? They also have nuclear capabilities. They also have the ability to rain fire down from heaven. All right. Now for a long time, that was really only Esau's blessing. All right. When he dropped the bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, he actually had fear back then. You know, people, the nations feared him. But now, guess what? They have that same technology now. Now it's an even playing field. That's why they said the weak nations, the smaller nations, nations didn't have a so-called good army. They're saying, hey, listen, we're strong now. Because why? We have the same sword. We have the same gun. We have the same weapon that you're going to use on us. We can just shoot it right back upon you, man. So now guess what? They're saying they're strong now. And they're beating their plowshares and their pruning hooks into weapons of instruments. All right. Now, a plowshare and a pruning hook are weapons of agriculture, weapons that you use to basically grow your crops. But now, wait, guess what? It's not in the what is it? It's not in the best need to focus on your crops or focus on your way of life or focus on your agriculture. No, it's a way of war right now. So you're taking every little bit of resources you have and you're pumping it into your military. You're pumping it into your war. All right. Verse 11, it says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathens, and gather yourself together round about, thither, cause thou mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, right, man? And Jehoshaphat goes into what, man? Judgment, all right? So that's where the Lord is going to go and judge the nations, man, all right? That's where he's going to go and judge every single nation upon this planet Earth, man. And he's going to put what? The rightful nation in its place, which is what? The nation of Israel, all right? He's going to put us back in our place, and we're going to rule all you heathens. So all that war and all that fighting y'all were doing to see who's going to be the next superpower because America just got destroyed and somebody wants to be on top, then guess what, man? All y'all efforts is going to be in vain. Not really for vain, because the Lord wanted a good fight. The Lord loves seeing y'all fight because the scripture says what? The Lord is a man of war. The Lord of hosts is his name, man. If you don't know what a host is an army. All right. So the Lord seeing you nations fight, then he came and he got his couple lick. The Lord came and got his licks in. And now he's going to set his children, which is the nation of Israel, upon the earth, man. And it's going to be a wonder to you people. It's going to be a wonder to the heathen. Like, what? What? The fucking Negroes and Latinos and these Native Americans, what? How did they become the new superpower? You know? It says, for there will I sit to judge all heathens round about. See, man? So right there, that's why things are in the Middle East are so high and rampant right now. That's why if you go and you Google World War III, you get the Middle East. You don't get nowhere. You don't get like the America or South America or in Canada or in northern Russia or Antarctica or anyway. You get it right there in the Middle East or south of China. You don't get every time you Google the war, where do you get where does every video send you to? The Middle East. It always has something to do with the Middle East. And that's not just by happen chance, man. That's the spirit of the Lord working through his men first to push that vibration out there, man. You could just be having a conversations with a person, a semi-decent halfway person, and know what's going on. And guess what? You mentioned World War III. He's going to go, like, oh, yeah, well, I don't know, man. Israel this and Israel that and Palestine. See, he just jumped straight to the Middle East. Why doesn't he think of Brazil or fucking the islands, the Hades and Dominican islands or something? Why doesn't he think of that? Or Russia? You know, when you do think of Russia, you think of the country, but you don't think the land. You don't think like, you know, in the lands that people don't dwell in. You're like, oh, that's where World War III is going to be. No, everybody thinks about the Middle East, you know, because that's the vibration, that's the spirit the Lord has out there, man, and anybody can feel it, man. A couple months back, man, you had Edomites asking, asking Donald Trump. He said, when do you think World War is gonna jump off, so to speak? And, you know, and Donald Trump said, listen, it's not a matter of if it's gonna jump off. It's just gonna be when, and are we gonna be prepared for it? So people already know, man. It's in their spirit. You know, if you actually been looking, if you did a little bit of looking, man, you can see how much war is in this earth right now, man. But what is Jake doing, man? Jake is caring about his new Jordans. Jake is caring about his new job, the fucking woman that everybody didn't fucking had. That's why the scripture says what? The Lord comes as a thief of the night, man. We got to make sure we're watching. We got to make sure our eyes are constantly open. Because guess what? When the Lord comes back, it's going to take everybody by surprise. Ain't nobody going to see that coming. And it's always say in the boxing world, usually the punch that the person didn't see coming is usually the knockout punch. All right. So Lord willing, I hope this video was edifying. I just wanted to get that. Yeah, man. Just go to Google. Just go to YouTube, man, and type in "Is World War III coming?" and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about, man. All right. But with that, no further ado, Lord, I hope this video was edifying. Until next time, shalom.